Previously on Lossano and Friends.
I'm Roe Conn.
Do you like to talk about politics?
I actually don't. Politics, the problem is I have no problem discussing politics. I just don't like discussing it from that left-right paradigm the way that talk radio does it.
Right.
You know, where most of the hosts are either, very far to the right or very far to the left.
Right.
Most of them are very far to the right. And I grew up in this business, so I know what the trick is. And this is before talk radio was actually a political force in the 1980s.
Yeah.
I would say that 2/3 of the conservative talk shows in America don't believe anything that they're saying.
Yeah.
They're doing it solely to agitate so they can get phone calls.
Right.
There's a couple things that worry me about the future. I'm getting to be an old man because it's like all of a sudden, back in my day, we didn't have Armenian girls having sex with black guys. I was like, what? What are they talking about? I don't know. And this is not against, the Republicans or conservative philosophy, because I happen to vote Republican more than I do Democrat, but I vote for both.
Yeah.
But I'm a centrist. I could see both sides, and I decide who's got the better idea at that moment that I think is going to be better for the future. It's not always the same thing. It's not always some sort of dogma. The left dogma doesn't make any sense to me, and most of the right stuff doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, I've always said MSNBC and Fox News, neither of them are news channels. They're entertainment channels.
Oh, it's all entertainment.
But people perceive it because they put the label news on it and present it like news.
Right.
And it's like, no, it's just talking points.
The Federal Trade Commission should do something about that. It is completely entertaining. And I've worked in cable news.
Yeah.
And I use that term loosely.
Yeah.
I worked with Glenn Beck.
I know.
You think that Glenn Beck
Oh my gosh.
has any... I was his fill-in when he was at CNN.
Yeah.
To bring this around full circle, he was a morning DJ in Phoenix.
Okay.
Glenn is a showman. I mean, he didn't get in this for the politics of it.
Right.
I think Rush truly believes what he says, though.
Really?
I do,
I
yeah.
always thought of him as more of an entertainer than anything.
No, I think he really believes it. And he's entertaining at doing it. He's very entertaining at doing
And
it.
he could do it without calls.
Right, right, but that's
Yeah.
the point.
That's what I'm
Very
saying.
few guys can do that.
Right.
There's everybody in conservative talk radio has a first and last name. That's just like the same thing. Hugh Hewitt and like Lou Lewis. And there's guys. I mean, literally, there are guys that Tom Thompson. It's like, really? You think we're that stupid that we can't remember your name? That you have to name yourself twice?
Should have been Ro-Ro.
Assholes.
Get more Lossano and Friends now on Lossano.com.